What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Holds21, and I'm back with another video. Before I jump into this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, bang on that bell to get my latest video notifications. Tell a friend to check out your boy Holds21. Now, with all of that being said, I'm back on the floor on my little work board with my aquarium decorations. I'm sure at some point all of you have put whether live or fake plants in your aquarium that just won't stay still. Either the fish dig them up, you dig them up, maybe you have a power head or something that just won't keep the plants down. You know, we dig them in there in the gravel or sand or wherever we got, but it never quite seems to do the job. So I came up with an idea. I'm sure all of you will at some point or another like, how can I keep these plants from floating around in this tank? And I often visualize, you know, gluing or siliconing them to the bottom of the tank in place. Naturally, you can't move them once you have them there if you do it that way, but I came up with something that I think is going to work. We'll see after everything dries up. Anyway, I've siliconed these particular decorations. This is part of that little plant thing I bought from Michael's or Hobby Lobby that I showed you guys before. I like the way that they look because they look, you know, realistic. So I used them as well as this piece. It's a lot of silicone on that one, but I'll scrape that off before using it. But what I did was silicone it all to some plexiglass. So I can just pick it up. Just like that. And I'm thinking it should stay forever, you know, as long as the silicone holds. Again, I use GE1 silicone. It is aquarium safe, although if you read the labels on it, it'll say that it's not intended for aquariums. You know, they have to cover their butts, so they'll tell you that you can't, but you absolutely 100% can. Not only myself, but I've built aquariums using GE1 as well as a host of other YouTubers. But yes, I siliconed it to this piece of plexiglass that you can pick up from your local hardware store. Depending, I don't know, price vary. But I think I have two pieces about this size. I paid about $9 for, maybe a little less, I can't remember. It was from another project. But I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to place the whole piece at the bottom of a 30-gallon tank. I'm going to go probably bare bottom, or maybe I might use some sand, I'm not sure. Maybe a little sand, but to see how it holds up. I'm thinking it'll look pretty good. I'm thinking that it should work, as I have pretty much done this before, not on silicone, but on the pieces of rock that I had. It held for a while on some of them. Had to move. Some of it came off, should I say. But being plastic on plastic, I'm thinking that this might work for quite some time. And I think it's a pretty good idea. We'll see how it goes. You know, you might want to even use it in a terrarium. You can use it to stand up, you know, for a background itself, to give you a realistic look. See, I have all those pieces of silicone down. Looks pretty good. I'm hoping it all works out. We'll see on my next video, or at least a video coming up very soon, how it all works. I'm going to allow this to cure for about 3 days. I usually do 3 days after siliconing something before entering it or introducing it into my aquarium. You know, you don't want the fish to get sick or anything like that. And I'll put the video up to let you guys see how it turns out. But I think it's a pretty good idea. You can probably plaster this whole piece of glass and do a green background of greenery for a terrarium or an aquarium. You know, it's up to you. But it's just something, you know, you guys might want to try, especially for you who struggle keeping your plants, whether real or fake, in your aquarium. You might not want to silicone a real plant, but you can also use super glue gel to glue down a real plant to this plexiglass, if you will. So I'm going to check out, and hopefully soon we'll see how it works in the next couple of days, and you guys will be kept up to par, up to speed on how it all works out. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I always try to go random with, you know, doing plants or something like that. I don't want it perfectly organized. It doesn't look like that in nature. You might see that at the shopping center or something like that, which looks really good, but you can tell it was planted by man and placed down. I wanted it to look kind of natural, so I always try to create a randomness when I do my plant work or rock work. So on that note, I'm going to bounce out of here. I'll see you people on the next video. Just remember, God is love, and be blessed.